Alright, here's the end of, we'll just call this the first garden of the first half. This is the second half. There you can see about right where that pole is. Stopped plowing. So there's all that. And then there's all this. All the way down. What are we looking at here? Probably another 50 feet from where I'm at. I don't know, I'm estimating. This is pretty close. I'd say, dude, it has to be right at about the length and width of a football field. And there's some later planted stuff, potatoes and some strawberries that had some issues, but they're replanted potatoes. And this was the earlier corn and all the stuff my neighbor planted all the way up through here. And then starting just the side of the corn, right there, that little row looks like weeds. There's beans in there. I haven't cleared all the weeds out because I really don't want to draw a lot of attention to the deer seeing them. They're pinto beans. Then through here I'm going to plant peas, some cabbage. Man. Oh yeah, and probably some green beans within here. And then right here I'm going to plant some more okra, which is what this is. To here. See, I've made like little areas for water retention to keep some of this stuff wet, like this cucumber, which is the only cucumber that grew. So now I got cucumbers growing out. Well, I started them kind of like indoor in pot kind of thing, in little containers, but they're actually sitting outside on the table, and they're going to be planted in this little wash channel here, which this is my zucchini plants. I've picked just most of the zucchini that's off there, but I'm sure if you look down there you can see at least a flower. And a dead leaf, not a flower. There's a flower over there. But yeah, you could size plant. And that's butternut squash, which I'll turn into soup and can that. And of course, this is my whole line of tomatoes up through there. Oh yeah. And right here, I did this today. I'm gonna fill this in with dirt and go up a little bit higher, up above ground, about one landscape timber high on top of this amount of dirt. And inside of there, I'm gonna have a mixture of topsoil and sand. And I'm gonna plant carrots and radishes. But then here we go with the tomatoes. Those are all grape tomatoes. They were planted kind of later. Atomic grape. And then those are sauce tomatoes. Those were planted right before the other ones. And then more sauce tomatoes. All the way up to here. Yeah, that's the last of the sauce tomatoes. And then now we go into the beefsteak. Most of what I got out here is heirloom. Everything is organic. I literally brew my own teas. Plant food. It's basic tomatoes. I gotta retie them and get some more supports out here. And have like a whole wide area of them. I don't want to skip this. This is my, that sound is a John Deere riding over. That's one of my neighbors coming down the road. But this is my cantaloupe. And then here's the other side of the squash. See, if you look down in here in these weeds, let's see, I'll find one. Yeah, they already look like they got hit. See what I mean? Something's already came out and chewed them up. Deer. I can't find any prints though because I just tilled all this. But yesterday they said leaves all over them. Damn deer. Well, I know a lot of people are vegan and stuff, but see, here's the thing. Some different blood types, people get sick if they don't eat meat. And if you don't do something about stuff like this, if you're vegan, you're screwed if you're trying to grow a garden and doing this and going, well, I don't want to hurt the critters. No, sometimes you just gotta, there is no way to scare them off. But the only thing you can do is literally hunt them and use them as food. So they're destroying all of that. Did that overnight. That ain't shit. I've seen them do way worse damage. Way faster too. Peppers. What's going on here? Oh, that's a weed growing into it. Jalapeno. And another jalapeno. Bell pepper. It turned red if I leave it on there long enough. We got ones that do orange, red, and green. I'm not sure as far as the red ones, the one I bought at the store. The green ones are heirloom. Now these were supposed to be green peppers, but that sure as hell don't look like a regular green pepper to me. I have to look and see what happened. Somehow, some seed I must have got mixed around. I swear most of that was labeled as orange pepper. I don't know. We'll see once they grow. But anyways, here's my peppers. And then watermelon. I forget the name of these. Yellow spotted ones. Like a really old school variety. Usually in a lot of them, when you get heirlooms, you get like Crimson Giants ones that I used to get a lot. Just like the Hales, whatever. Cantaloupe over there. But yeah, I forget what these are called. I think it's called Moon and Stars or something. But they get like little yellow spots. Like sometimes where watermelon gets a yellow spot where it lays down on the ground. Well, this ain't like that. This is actually like little yellow spots. Well, it's kind of like these leaves are doing actually. Just like the leaves are doing. Watermelon do the same thing. Because you'd almost look at that and think, well, is this deficient in something? No, because I kind of wondered that at first, but it's the exact way that the watermelon does. It's some kind of trait within the plant. Anyways, this is the garden so far. And I have ate a tomato off of there. I've had plenty of zucchini. Anybody who grow green zucchini or yellow squash, which is pretty much the same thing, it's just yellow variety, knows how fast those things grow. Let me see something. It actually looks like there might be a couple of bean plants. You see, there's still partial hills in between these watermelon and cantaloupe that I did today, which I'm going to put more watermelon and cantaloupe, so this whole entire row will be full. And this one will be too, because there'll be peas and what I say. I might plant other beans. I don't know. I really don't want to fight with deer, but yeah, there's one of them. See, I shouldn't have cut any of the weeds out, but I had to see where the plants were so I could feed them. See, on this end, it ain't bad. I think my neighbor was just sticking straight lime, which is not anything that's poisonous or anything chemical bad on these to deter deer. I just won't use no chemicals or anything. Screw that, not putting that crap in the dirt. Wouldn't put it in my body, ain't putting it in the dirt. Yeah, it just looks like they went from right here. Right there, so like half of this row. There was a lot more seeds in there than that, but they got washed out. I actually just took store-bought pinto beans and soaked them overnight like you would if you're gonna make beans, and come out and planted them. Then we had bad rain and it washed some of them up. Anyways, there's the garden.